Hello you guys, welcome back to the Farmhouse Knitting Podcast episode. I don't remember actually, I'll put it in the title. I'm Dayna. I'm coming to you guys from my farmhouse in northern Illinois, and I'm in my sunroom today, kind of my jungle, so hopefully the quality of everything is okay. I just do this from my phone, so no microphones, and we'll see. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. So I am in my jungle. This is not knitting related, but this is a knitting podcast. But I am in my jungle. I don't even know all of what's in here. I don't have the greenest thumb. My husband does, but I do know. See if I can turn it around. One thing we have in here is our fuchsia that hopefully we'll be able to transfer outside after a little bit. But my husband has a jade in here, and we have our giant monstera that has horrible roots coming on the outside, so we need to get it in a bigger pot really soon. But I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's got kind of yellow leaves, so I'm guessing it's not doing great. Maybe too much sun. It used to live in our kitchen, but we have a walking 1-year-old, so this has become our jungle because we can just close the doors to the sunroom and she can't come in here. Anyway, this is a knitting podcast. Let's see, I'm a mom of 3 girls. I'm in northern Illinois, and yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. It's been a while. I am switching up the format a little bit, so there will be the slow knitting portion of this. I just wanted to first hop on and say hi and say I'm sorry that it's been so long and show you what little bit I've been working on, and then I'll do a little bit like of a mini vlog and the slow knitting where you just see top down me knitting. And yeah, the reason I can't do the whole video of slow knitting today is because I actually can't knit very much right now on account of my condition, which is that I'm pregnant. So I'll give you the side view. I've got a little bit of a bump coming. I am due in October, so we are expecting baby number 4, and so I'm in 2nd trimester. I'm doing good and I'm feeling good, and yeah, but that was one of the biggest things about the 1st trimester is that the nausea was a little different this time in that I had horrible motion sickness. I could never scroll my phone. There were a couple times I hopped onto Instagram where I could only watch a couple stories, but the actual scrolling up and down or Facebook or anything like that, I was out. I was so nauseous and I couldn't do it for, oh man, 3 months or so, 4 months. And same thing with knitting. So I have not knit in quite a while. And so that's also, I haven't been on here making anything new for you guys. So I apologize for that, but it is for a good reason. That we are being blessed with baby number 4 this fall. So I do have one thing to show you that I have been working on since this weekend, and that is actually pretty good. I have pretty good progress on it, considering that I've only started it this weekend. So I'm using, and I'll link the brand down below, but it's called Cotton Classic. And I don't know if you guys can see that. I've got a green, and I've got, this one's still attached, but I've got a green and like an off-white. That's cool here. Hopefully that's showing up. I got this yarn for $1 each skein. A local yarn shop near our house, every once in a while, they haven't done it in, well, not at all this year, last year, but they do dollar yarn sales. So she has a shop inside her house where she'll do a sale on that part, but then out in her barn, everything in the barn is $1, and it's crazy. A lot of it is yarn I haven't heard of, but this stuff is amazing. So it's cotton It's kind of, it has like a sheen to it. I'll link it down below. But anyway, I feel like I'm getting out of breath. I can't be getting out of breath already. The baby's not that high. I think I just need to exercise too. So what I'm making with my cotton classic is, I believe this is the right side. So this pattern is a tea towel. It's called, I think it's just called the Farmhouse tea towel from Darling Jador. And this pattern is so cute. So I'll hold it up a little closer. So what's gonna end up happening is it has this little stripe repeat here, and then it's gonna go for a while in just the off-white, and then it'll have the stripe repeat up here. So it'll look like one of those classic Farmhouse tea towels, which I just call them dishcloths, that kind of thing. But I like the term tea towel a lot better. It sounds like I'm making something fancier than just like a dollar dishcloth you'd go buy at the store, or not like the square dishcloths, but like the, what do I call those? I guess I call them dish towels, kitchen towels. But I think I'm gonna start calling them tea towels now because that sounds better. So that's what I've been working on, and it's really fun. I think it's gonna be the right size, and it's not gonna be too massive or anything. And all it's having you do is you'll knit a row, and then you're just doing a combination of purling and knitting through the back row. And so it's been a really good transitioning back into knitting piece for me because, one, I feel like I'm kind of into spring cleaning now that I can stand being in our kitchen again. For a while, our kitchen was a disaster. My husband was, oh my gosh, doing his best because he was doing great. And having 3 kids and me, and having me not be able to help, he was making food and he was cleaning up after the food, and he still is doing all the dishes because the smell of like those little dishwasher detergent pads, makes me so nauseous still. So he is still helping with that so much. And yeah, now I'm kind of back into where I'm ready to meal plan again a little bit and do some freezer meals, and just to prepare for what's about to come. And so yeah, this is a nice spring project for me to work on. And so that's really all I've been working on. Like I said, I just started knitting this past weekend, and yeah, other than that, I haven't done any knitting. I have not bought new yarn. Like I said, I wasn't online anywhere. There was one nap time where my 2 girls who nap still were napping, and I didn't have any new books to read. I can't like read on a tablet or anything like that, or I couldn't because of the motion sickness. So one nap time, I had read all my magazines. I didn't have any new books. I sat there and read my husband's atlas that's like this tall and this big, and I was just reading an atlas. I read it cover to cover in 2 hours, and I was like, this is what life has come to. I'm so bored and I can't do anything else that I'm sitting here reading an atlas. But yeah, I'm very, very thankful that I can knit again because I'm not a map reader. It's very boring. Very boring. I'm sorry. It's not a hobby of mine. Oh, I do have something really cool to show you. So I think I told you I had something cool coming in the mail last episode, whenever that was, many moons ago, but I hadn't gotten it yet. So I wanted to show you that I finally got a stitch marker, a progress keeper. I'm still learning what it is. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you're totally gonna get it. This is like my thing. But I got a cinnamon roll stitch marker, or I guess progress keeper. Oh, I'm way off. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you can't see. Oh, it's like wanting to focus on me. But cinnamon roll progress keeper. So this is from Sucre Miniatures, and Chelsea is the designer behind that shop. and she's amazing. I've actually gotten the chance to work with her a whole bunch of times in the past bunch of years. She used to do a subscription box called The Tiny Box of Goodness, and catch my breath again, all that standing. So her subscription box, she had asked me to contribute a coffee cup cozy, maybe 2 or 3 times. And so, yes, she's wonderful. She's the sweetest. And I felt kind of bad because I didn't actually buy a progress keeper, because I didn't actually used to use progress keepers, because I was like, well, I don't need to know my progress. I mean, it kind of helps me feel good that I know that I actually worked on something a little bit, but I wasn't really showing anyone my progress ever, so I didn't really need a progress keeper. But if I'm sharing it with you guys, I'm like, well, now I can use a progress keeper and actually show that, yes, I did work on something, even if it was a row. And yeah, I knew I'm gonna get a progress keeper. It's going to be from Chelsea. And so I searched through her shop and I saw the cinnamon roll. I was like, yes, that's it. That's the one. And then since I'm here, I thought I'd share with you a look outside my window. So like I said, it's spring here in Northern Illinois. And we have a lot of plans. We have a lot of things going on in our backyard because we're not busy enough. And so I wanted to show you, since I'm sitting here, right outside our window here. This is our sunroom up the back of our house. So this big fenced in area is going to be the garden. It's half chicken wired right now. This giant contraption here is going to be our chicken coop. It's also half finished. And so, oh, that's an update. We had planned to get chickens this spring or early summer. We're going to actually hold off on that because I know our ancestors were pregnant and dealt with chickens and clean chicken coops and all that, but I don't want to wear a mask doing it all the time. I've had enough masks in my life for the past year, and I don't want to only have my husband and kids do it. Like the chicken, they're excited for chickens too, but the chickens were my idea and like my I don't know, my dream, and I don't want to miss out on, that sounds like a silly thing. I'll probably clean the coop once and be like, yeah, I'm good, you guys can help clean it once we do get chickens. But you know what I mean, like I don't want it to suddenly become something I can't do and participate in when I was and am so excited to do it. So we're gonna hold off until next year for getting our chicks, and it's just as well because our coop is half done. And because it was really hard to work on in the winter, and then me being sick for 4 months, I wasn't able to obviously help with any of that, and I also wasn't able to do as much around the house or with the kids while my husband would be working on that. So it's just as well, it'll be worth the wait next spring or early summer, whenever we go get the chicks. So that's what's going on in our backyard. One other thing I wanted to show you is right out the back of our house here, we have an apple tree that's starting to flower. And this is a very cheap IKEA table that I chalk painted dark green, like a forest green. And then I didn't chalk paint the chairs or anything yet. It's temporary. We're actually working on making a big outdoor farmhouse table. And then we're gonna have some benches along the sides. And then I'm actually thinking from one of the branches that goes above it, we're gonna have some cool little dangling fairy lights. That's my vision anyway. Because our patio, which is just this side of me, has a big bonfire pit and the chairs go around it. There's not any room for a table or anything like that. And so last summer, my husband and I would just sit in a chair and like eat with a plate on our laps, or there is one little small square table that's in between 2 chairs. We would just kind of share that or whatever. And then we had a little kid picnic table on the patio also. Well, they've outgrown it. Now that there are 3 of them that could use it, they're too big for it. So we moved that over into the yard down by something else I'll tell you in just a minute. So yeah, we really don't have a family eating area for outside. And in the summertime, we don't have the central air conditioning, so we are outside. Oops, sorry, plant. We are outside eating almost every night. We're grilling and doing salads and all that stuff. So it was important to us to have a good seating area where a family of 6 will be able to fit. So that's what's going on here. It's not picturesque. I know I said that last summer that I couldn't wait for it to actually be cute again, because I used to take pictures for Instagram out this window. But right now, I mean, it's half finished. There's like a mismatched table. There's wagons, like carts and tractors in the garden. So it's just not cute yet, but it's getting there, and we're being patient, and it'll have its time. Once we're ready, we'll be ready to work on it. So then this side of the yard is kind of just like yard, and we found probably the best Facebook Marketplace purchase ever, which was a really cheap wooden swing set, and it's very cool. I mean, 3 swings fit on it, 2 kid swings and a baby swing, and they kind of have their own little kids corner down that way, and so that's where we put the kids picnic table. So that's pretty much what's going on outside our window. I mean, everything's starting to flower. I don't know what it all is, but my husband tells me, and I try to retain all of the info of everything. I remember that this was a fuchsia, right? I know most of what's in here. And yeah, that's just about all that's going on around here. I just wanted to check in and tell you guys what's been going on with me, and I hope you guys are having a good, what month are we in? Not May yet. A good April. Hopefully it's still April. I mean, by the time I can edit this and put this up on YouTube, oh boy, pregnancy brain with the 4th kid is real. Oh my goodness. By the time I can edit this and put it all on YouTube, it should still be April, because we've still got a little less than a week. So, yeah, that's all I have for today, and I'm gonna hop on over to the slow knitting section and the slow living vlog. So thanks guys for hanging out with me in my jungle and talking a little bit of knitting, that much knitting, and yeah, see you guys next episode. See ya.